The View hosts have got themselves into hot water again after they did the very thing they purport to be against.
I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
The View has found itself in yet another crisis, but this time, it's not just bad press, it's a serious legal battle that has put ABC executives on high alert. Karoline Leavitt's lawsuit has turned into a major headache for the network, sending leadership into emergency meetings as they scrambled to figure out how to handle the fallout. What started as just another controversial comment from the show's outspoken hosts has escalated into a legal war that could have lasting consequences. The controversy began when Joy Behar took a direct shot at Karoline Leavitt, dismissing her qualifications and implying that she had only secured her political role due to her looks. Her remark wasn't just an offhand insult, it was a blatant attack on Leavitt's professional credibility. The irony was hard to miss. The View, a show that prides itself on advocating for women, had no issue tearing down a young, successful conservative simply because they didn't agree with her. The backlash was swift as viewers called out the hypocrisy of claiming to support women while actively undermining one on national television. Normally, the show's co-host would brush off the criticism, issue a half-hearted apology, and move on, but this time Leavitt refused to let them get away with it. Instead of ignoring the attack, she responded with legal action, filing a defamation lawsuit against The View. The lawsuit sent shockwaves through ABC, with legal experts pointing out that the comments made on the show weren't just rude, they could be legally questionable. By publicly suggesting that Leavitt was unqualified for her position and only achieved success because of her appearance, the host may have done real damage to her career. That was enough to justify taking the matter to court. As soon as the lawsuit became public, panic set in behind the scenes at ABC.
I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said there will be no wokeness here.
The network was already dealing with a growing number of legal troubles connected to The View, and executives knew that this case could be a major problem. If Leavitt were to win, it could pave the way for other public figures to take legal action against the show for defamatory remarks. ABC's legal team quickly jumped into action, working overtime to find a way to resolve the issue before it spiraled even further. Their conclusion? A drawn-out legal fight wasn't worth the risk. Unlike past controversies, this wasn't something that could be swept under the rug with damage control. ABC realized that going to trial would be both financially and publicly disastrous. Reports suggest that the network has been desperately trying to negotiate a settlement with Leavitt's legal team, hoping to resolve the situation quietly, but Leavitt, bolstered by strong public support, isn't eager to let the show off the hook so easily. Instead of backing down, she seems determined to use this moment to hold The View accountable, sending a message that conservative women won't stand by while being unfairly discredited in the media.
I actually think this is kind of brilliant, and I think future Democratic administrative White Houses should do the same thing. We're realizing this election, how people consume media has drastically changed.
Meanwhile, the show's hosts are feeling the heat. Whoopi Goldberg has reportedly brushed off the lawsuit, acting as if it's nothing more than another controversy that will pass. But others aren't as confident. Joy Behar, the one who made the comment that started it all, is said to have been advised to be more careful with her words moving forward, though given her history, that may be easier said than done. Sunny Hostin, already dealing with legal troubles linked to her husband's RICO case, now finds herself involved in yet another scandal that could further damage her reputation. Even Sarah Haynes and Alyssa Farah Griffin, who usually try to present themselves as the moderates of the group, are reportedly trying to distance themselves from the mess.
You're saying about yourself that, you know, hey, that's a terrible thing to be. It's not a terrible thing to be. That's why we fought.
ABC is now racing against time to contain the damage, but no matter what happens, the network is already facing serious consequences. For years, viewers have grown frustrated with The View's increasingly obvious political bias and hostility toward anyone with opposing views. This lawsuit only reinforces what many people have suspected, that the show isn't about fair discussion, but about pushing a singular viewpoint while tearing down those who don't conform. For Karoline Leavitt, this isn't just about winning a lawsuit, it's about standing up to the media and refusing to be silenced. Whether she agrees to a settlement or takes this all the way to trial, she has already made a lasting impact. The View, which has long operated under the assumption that its hosts can say whatever they want without consequences, is finally being held accountable.
I got a question! So wait a second. So in other words, instead of Bob Woodward, they want Kim Kardashian? What? I don't get it.
This case could have far-reaching effects. If ABC is forced to settle, it may encourage others who have been similarly slandered by The View to file lawsuits of their own. It could force the network to rethink its approach and rein in the show's more reckless commentary. And if the case does end up in court, the trial could reveal even more damaging details about what goes on behind the scenes. One thing is clear, this isn't just another fleeting controversy. The outcome of this lawsuit could change the way The View operates and even reshape daytime television as a whole. For ABC, the priority is damage control. For The View, the reality is setting in that they may have finally crossed a line they can't come back from. Karoline Leavitt is standing her ground, and the show's hosts are now realizing that their words have consequences. The arrogance that has defined The View for so long may have finally caught up with it. As this legal fight continues to unfold, it's clear that the stakes are higher than ever. Will The View survive this, or is this the beginning of the end? No matter the outcome, this lawsuit has already sent a strong message. The days of unchecked media attacks may finally be coming to an end.